Today on Vega Goose Says, we covered the departure from Microsoft of one Dan Mattrick. We covered much updates in the Final Fantasy universe, and of course our final presentation, MMOs. Are they still compatible? Are they still competable? Are they still viable? Find out today. Now after E3, many gamers became synonymous with who Don Mattrick was. Don was the one who made the infamous "if you can't get an online connection, buy a 360 guide."
Not one of your great thinkers.
Anyway, his departure from Microsoft was confirmed this week after a couple of weeks of speculation that he was leaving. Some said he was leaving for Electronic Arts, others speculated correctly that he was leaving to go to Zynga. He's actually going to become the Zynga CEO. Now, Zynga is a legitimate and decent company. It has fallen on some hard times, but maybe Don will be what they need. I would never wish ill on anyone, particularly with someone losing their job. Even someone like Don, who did seem to make it his goal for about the last month to tell gamers to screw off. Anyway, I would like to say, from me and everyone here at the Vega Goose Says staff, we wish you well in your future endeavors.
Good night, sweet prince. Parting is inevitable.
It was announced this week that Final Fantasy X and X-2 will have an extra 30-minute epilogue to their games when they are released on the HD version. It's also announced that they will take advantage of PSP and PS Vita's crossplay feature, meaning that one save can be used on either device, allowing you to play your game at home and on the go on the same time. Now, one big issue with that is the fact that they're both on one disc for PlayStation 3, and yet must be purchased separately for the Vita. This week was also announced the first bit of, I want to say DLC, but it's not really DLC, it's pre-order for the game Final Fantasy Lightning Returns. In this, it allows her to basically become a female version of Cloud Strife.
But with big titties, so I could harbor secret fuck fantasies about him, but without it being gay.
I really gotta get a new editor. Anyway, and finally we take a look at the MMO culture. World of Warcraft, as many of you know, was a absolutely huge phenomenon when it first began, and in fact has stayed rather strong throughout the years. However, the last couple of months we have seen a waning in memberships, and many wonder if the ancient MMO giant may finally be falling down. And it's made some people wonder if MMO as a genre is still a viable medium. Now, surely games like Star Wars The Old Republic failed, but that doesn't necessarily mean the MMO itself is a dying breed. Guild Wars 2 was an example, and PlanetSide was two examples of excellent MMOs that came out and are dominating the servers. Even the game Defiance has done quite well, despite the fact that many people considered it a TV tie-in game and ignored it upon launch. And the overall question here is, are MMOs still viable? And the answer is, of course they are. It's all really going to depend on where they go from here. The Guild Wars 2 route has a non-subscription base, where most of the company's monies are made back through microtransactions, buying armors, buying weapons, things of this nature. Whereas the old Warcraft model was, you paid a monthly subscription, and that was how companies like, in that case, Blizzard, made their money back. Now, with the Elder Scrolls Online just around the corner, it's clear to me personally that the MMO genre is very far from dead. The real question is, how will Elder Scrolls and other newer MMOs handle this system, now that Guild Wars has shown us a new way to do things? And so overall, the answer to the question posed at the start of this video is yes, they are still viable. MMOs can still be a wide source of cash and, more importantly, social interaction. World of Warcraft has hundreds of stories of people who have met on their servers and gone on to become fast friends or even romantically linked. Take last episode's channel suggestion. The two people in the video actually met over the internet, and before they actually met each other, would go on dates through World of Warcraft, and there are thousands of other stories just like that. Because MMOs are more than just a game you play. It's a very socially interactive medium. And I don't say that because of the buzzword social interactive. I say it because you are socially interacting with other people. I know some people who just go into the lobby and talk to folks and don't even really play the game itself. That can be half the fun of an MMO, is just meeting new and interesting people. Now that leads us to this week's channel suggestion, and this week we're talking about a Let's Player. Those of you who don't know what a Let's Player is, it's someone who plays a video game and then gives their own commentary while they're doing it. Now this particular one calls herself the Andalay, and personally I actually really enjoy her commentary. I think you will as well, and that's why I'm suggesting it. I'll put her channel in the description. If you subscribe to our channel, subscribe to hers. You might enjoy it. That's it for this episode. Until next time, my name is Vega Goose saying, that's what I said. I'll see you next time.